Hello everyone, this is your host Urvashi Chauhan. Welcome to Courts Today by Livelaw, your one-step destination to all legal developments in the country. Let us start. Starting with an update on the NEET undergraduate exam result controversy. The NEET undergraduate exam is held for admissions for MBBS, BDS and Ayush in government and private institutions of the country. A total of 24 lakh candidates registered for the exam this year and 97% attempted it. The controversy relates to the malpractices, paper leaks, and irregularities in the results surfaced. Multiple candidates shared first rank amid allegations of grace marks allocation. The Supreme Court yesterday issued notice to the National Testing Agency or NTA asking reply on a petition seeking cancellation of the exam. Also, the NTA has formed a 4-member committee to review the results of 1563 candidates from Meghalaya, Bahadurgarh in Haryana, Dantewada and Balod in Chhattisgarh, Surat in Gujarat, and Chandigarh. Allegations suggest that the candidates at these centers were given grace marks for loss of time. In a new development, Alok Pandey, the CEO of PhysicsWala, which is an educational platform, has now approached the Supreme Court in this matter, challenging the decision of the NTA to award grace marks to several candidates. The petition questions the NTA's decision to award grace marks as arbitrary. Another NEET candidate has also filed a petition challenging the award of grace marks to compensate the alleged loss of time for some of the students in this exam. Delhi is facing a severe heat wave, making its water crisis even worse. Amid soaring temperatures, residents face severe water shortages, partly due to the illegal transportation of water and the activities of so-called tanker mafias. These groups steal water and sell it for profit, leaving many residents without enough water. The Supreme Court has raised serious concerns regarding the loss of water in Delhi due to factors like the tanker mafia. The court has asked the Delhi government whether any action has been taken in this regard or not. The vacation bench of Justices Prashant Kumar Mishra and Prasannabi Virale also added that if the government does not take appropriate action, then the matter would be handed over to the Delhi police. The court asked the Delhi government to file an affidavit against the action taken for the illegal transportation of water, as this has been a recurring problem. The court also interacted with the Advocate General for the state of Himachal Pradesh. Himachal, if you remember, had promised to share excess water with the state of Delhi, and the court had directed for the same to be done earlier this week. The court today took note of the letter submitted by the state of Himachal Pradesh saying that excess water has already been released. The hearing in the matter will continue tomorrow. Stay tuned with us. Senior advocate Indra Jaisingh has written a letter to Arjun Ram Meghwal, the Union Minister of Law and Justice, requesting to halt implementation of the 3 new criminal laws which are scheduled to come into force from 1st July this year. In a purported attempt to decolonize the criminal justice system in our country, the 3 bills titled Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita, that is BNS, Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Sanhita or BNSS, and Bharatiya Sakshya Bill or BSB 2023 will come into force to repeal and replace the IPC, CRPC, and the Indian Evidence Act. As per this letter, the 3 criminal bills may pose multiple challenges, such as the pendency of present cases under the existing laws, the question of how the new laws could be applied retrospectively, and the lack of infrastructural additions to equip the overburdened judiciary in dealing with the onset of the new laws. Indra Jaisingh has requested the Union Ministry to delay the implementation of these new laws and open the floor for relevant stakeholders to debate and discuss their concerns with the proposed criminal laws. Also, on several occasions, let me tell you previously, the new criminal laws have been challenged before the Supreme Court. These petitions, which challenged these laws, had been dismissed as the court observed that the laws had not come into force yet. In an important update, the Madras High Court has directed the Bar Council of the state of Tamil Nadu and Puducherry to issue circulars to all bar associations asking them to pay a minimum stipend of rupees 15,000 to 20,000 to all junior lawyers practicing in the state. The bench of Justice S.M. Subramanian and Justice C. Kumarappan was hearing a plea seeking implementation and enforcement of the Advocates Welfare Fund Act 2001 to Puducherry Union. The court observed that young lawyers should not be forced to go through the struggles of the earlier generations, and everyone should come forward to create a robust space for the rising young lawyers. The court added that it was unacceptable to expect young lawyers to keep working without any payment. The court, fixing the amount, said that it was decided by taking into account the basic cost of living and the cost index prevalent in the state presently. The court also made it clear that the monthly stipend should be paid to all the lawyers, irrespective of their gender identity. It has directed the council to issue the circular within 4 weeks and report its compliance. The Karnataka government has notified the Karnataka Prohibition of Violence Against Advocates Act. The objective of the act states that it is necessary to enact the legislation to prohibit violence against and provide protection to advocates for rendering their professional service without fear or external influence. The bill states that every offense under this act is cognizable and offenders can be punished with 6 months to 3 years in jail, a fine up to 1 lakh rupees, or both. Additionally, the act requires that if an advocate is arrested for a cognizable offense, the police must inform the president or the secretary of the Advocates Association where the advocate is a member within 24 hours of the arrest. I must tell you that this act has been enacted in the aftermath of recent violence against an advocate by the Karnataka police, who detained the advocate for not wearing a helmet and allegedly carried out custodial torture on him. This incident led to the High Court taking suo motu cognizance of this particular incident and statewide protests by bar associations across Karnataka. The Supreme Court has directed a person accused of sexual assault of his 9-year-old daughter to undergo medical examination, observing that his refusal would amount to non cooperation with the investigation. The bench, comprising Justices P.V. Sanjay Kumar and Augustine George Massey, observed that the accused's refusal to undergo medical examination showed that he was not cooperating with the investigation. The court was hearing a petition filed by the mother of the victim girl challenging Karnataka High Court's order, which stayed a police notice asking the accused to appear for medical examination. Initially, let me tell you, the High Court had passed an order staying coercive actions against the accused in this case on the condition that he should cooperate with the investigation. After this order, the man here refused to undergo the medical examination and filed an application before the court stating that the police were threatening him with arrest. Following this, the High Court stayed the notice to undergo medical examination. And lastly, let me tell you that first session of the 18th Lok Sabha will be from 24th June to 3rd July. The oath taking of the newly elected members of the parliament, the election of the speaker, presidential address, and the discussion thereon will take place during this period. Also, the Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Kiran Rijiju, said that the 264th session of the Rajya Sabha will commence on 27th June and will conclude on 3rd July. If you wish to know more details about the cases I mentioned here, you can visit our website at www.livelaw.in. Stay ahead with quick legal updates only on Live Law. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe and support us. You can also support us by donating through the thanks button at the bottom of our videos, or consider becoming a member at just 89 rupees per month.